Okay guys, I know there's some of you who want to play in Airsoft Plus. Airsoft Plus is an invitation-only event that we have at the Back Alley CQC because some of the things that we do in Airsoft Plus we don't do ordinarily in the other games. For example, we use bayonets in the Airsoft Plus games. So of course, in a CQC site that we have here at the Back Alley, it's more suited for that type of melee gameplay, so that you can get up close, quite close to people, and use a bayonet. When you're going to use bayonets, there's probably one thing you should be aware of. This is often the result of using them. The bayonets that are on offer for example, this M4 that I'm having here, are dummy bayonets. Of course, they're plastic and they're quite brittle, and they have a tendency to snap. So if you're going to start using bayonets regularly in the Airsoft Plus events, well, you have to just be aware you should have a good supply of these around. Because even this one probably has seen its better days. However, this has only been through one event. As you can see, it has been badly damaged enough. Maybe a little bit closer, you can see that I've had to tape it up a little bit so it's actually able to function as, at least as a bayonet. When you're using a bayonet, you're going right straight at someone. Of course, I could simply just hide behind a door or whatever, but that's not, for me, what I think is proper usage of a bayonet. I want to go right at the individuals. I want to, when they have a fully loaded gun, they think they have me, or they're not aware and I'm coming at them. That's, for me, is the thrill of using it. There is a bit of skill to use it properly. And well, this M4 that I have, Tokyo Marui recoil shock, what I like the most about it, of course, is that the dummy bayonet fits on. There's a bayonet lug, and it actually locks onto the gun. Well, maybe I've broken this one enough that the word lock doesn't really exist anymore for it. And of course, if that's the case, duct tape was invented for a reason, and I think using a strip of duct tape to make sure the bayonet stays on, there's no harm in that. So one strip of duct tape does the trick to make sure that the bayonet actually stays on the gun, like so. Like that. Okay, there are some other risks, of course, when you're using a bayonet on the gun, is the gun itself. I realize these things are toys, and my gun hasn't come apart yet, so I'm not sure if it's going to start breaking, parts start falling off, if I start being a little bit too rough with it. I don't know. I noticed with Tokyo Marui, especially this M4 recoil shock, is quite a sturdy gun, and I'm able to use a bayonet quite effectively with it, and I don't feel in any way that the gun is going to come apart. I feel it's a pretty solid piece of gear, and so I don't really feel that this thing is going to come apart. Using rifles, battle rifles, in my good old days, a long time ago, well, I was also, in those good old days, I was also fencing. I fenced with a foil, and having that idea of sword play, of taking a sword, in this case a foil, and jamming it into someone, directly into their chest, into their face, whatever. To me, it doesn't cause any anxiety. That I'm quite used to using a blade, in that case a foil, and going at someone as part of a game, bayonets, because I think that it just adds a bit more spice to the game modes that we have. That not only is there a danger of someone shooting you, there is the fact that someone has a bayonet, and they're going to come at you too.
Sir, half my men are down. Most of the rest are wounded. The left is too thin, sir.
How are we fixed for ammunition?
It's almost gone.
Sir, we're running out. We don't have much left to shoot with. Some of the boys got nothing at all.
Sir, what do we do for ammunition?
Sir, my boys have 2 Brett muskets and they're firing back with them.
Sir, we ought to pull out.
No, we can't do that.
We can't hold them again, sir. You know that.
Well, if we don't, they go on by and over the hill and the whole flank caves in.
Sir, here they come.
Well, we can't run away. If we stay here, we can't shoot. So let's fix bayonets. We'll have the advantage of moving down the hill. They gotta be tired, the Revs. They gotta be close to the end if we are. So fix bayonets.
Now, you'll also see, or at least hear in the video, that I make some kind of noise or I scream. When you do that, that freezes the person you're trying to hit with your plastic knife or bayonet them. That freezes them. There's this fight and flight response, automatic response that people have, and they get startled, they get scared when they hear someone screaming at them very close. They don't know what to do. It just pauses them enough that you're able to be able to touch them with the end of your bayonet. So when you hear my screaming, it's not like a battle cry or anything like that.
I'll bet it was your Marine Corps battle cry. Let me hear your battle cry. I am not impressed. Sergeant, demonstrate a Marine Corps battle cry for this penny-waste. Stay all pathetic.
It's just I know it freezes my target long enough that I'm able to get to touch them with the bayonet. If you notice that in my video, that I sound like I'm just being a Rambo at it. However, it's part of the routine or the drill when you're using an airsoft bayonet is to freeze your target. That way you're able to touch them, and they're actually shocked that there's someone so close to them. They just get scared and they freeze up, and then away goes the bayonet. So bayonets in airsoft, way cool, and there should be a lot more of them.
Fix bayonets.
Yep, nice shot. Nicely done, young man.
Thank you for stabbing and then shooting.
Yeah, well, I had to make sure. Ah!
No.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, gotcha.